What's popular YouTube? Another day, another live reaction as we are on Sunday, September 12th. Calendars don't exist when you're just at home every single day playing video games during the day. It is another week. Last week we did the Liquid versus Fury game. No, holy shit, Vinny! Boy gets crucified, Vinny, stop it! Threw triple again! That was really fun to do, super fun to do, and it was only because of DJ Esports that were doing this like live reaction content. So now it's map 5 of the Grand Finals this week for ESL Pro League. It's NAVI versus Vitality in the finals. Simple hasn't been himself. Zywoo's playing. Apex is calling a great series. Overall, NAVI are pretty strong, and we're on Mirage, and we have yet to see who's going to win, but we're going to tune in for the second half right now. It's a 10-5 half for NAVI. And before we hop into the game, I'm just going to quickly, obligatorily go over how to place a bet on DJ Esports. Now, I myself don't bet on CS just because, I'm casting a lot of the events or whatever it is, but you can bet on whatever games you like to. And if you log in, you can select select DJT to join the World Prediction Series. And if you use DJT, which is non-depositable, non-withdrawable currency that you can just use just for entering the contest. You get 400 free by using my referral code to get it, and then you can use that to place bets. So, for example, if I think, I guess this one's paused. If I, for example, think that pack will win here, with 1.5 odds, and then I can place like 400. Let's say my total amount that you get with a return of 624. Then I can place that bet, and then I have, and then that will count towards my balance for when the World Prediction Series odds or bets are counted up. And of course, the more DJT you have, the more USDT that you will win. And there's $10 million that they're giving away. And again, free to enter. Use the referral code to get in there. So of course they offer odds on a lot of things, and they're going to bring back sports once the predictions series is over. But before then, you can do all the esports predictions and bet on things like the League of Legends World Championships, Dota's the International, CSGO's Major, everything like that. And yeah, bet on games like this. Now, again, I don't. I bet on a lot of things. I don't bet on CS, but I do bet on football. I bet on Dota, and I obviously watch a lot of different games in esports. So this is something that's completely in my wheelhouse and something that I understand. But make sure when you guys place bets that you pick a unit size. So that's a number, 1% of your total available amount of money that you'd be able to bet, and don't go above that. Stick to it, and make sure that you know the number whenever you place a bet, never more than you can afford to lose. If you lost that money, if your life doesn't change, that's the right number. Any dollar above that is not the right number. Of course, that doesn't apply to the World Prediction Series. Again, that's basically at no risk to you to bet your 400 DJT, so you can enter that if you just think you have the analysis skills to come through with some sick esports predictions. Kind of like a fantasy challenge, but you can win a lot. But yeah, when it comes to using your own money, just make sure you never bet more than you can use. I do the same thing when I'm betting my own money, and that's just important advice for anybody who's getting into it. And betting can be fun. So here, it's all about skin in the game. And one thing for me is that because I'm a public-facing personality and I put my predictions out, and me as an analyst, I'm like expect to get a certain amount of things right or be able to read things correctly. I have skin in the game even when I just make a prediction. So if I do this prediction, which I did on Twitter yesterday, and I say NAVI you're going to win 3-1, well, we're already in map 5, so that's not great, but it looks like the NAVI victory might be near. But we'll see if they can close this game out. And if you missed it, I've watched all the maps so far very closely, and basically it's been Zywoo has been really on point, I think, throughout the series, though this map not great. And Simple has not been himself. He's missed some shots that are not like himself. We had a vintage Shocks performance on Overpass, and it looks like he's still bringing it here on Mirage. Can Simple chase him down? Low on bullets. Oh, he finds it. 1v1. No tech. Oh, he might be able to get it. I think he got it. No, he didn't. Oh my god. Okay, one thing people don't know about this actually is that I tried this in a server myself like hundreds of times. If you have 4 seconds on the clock, you can plant. It takes 3 point something seconds to plant the bomb officially in the game data, but there's the animation before the plant as well. And so what I tried to do was be able to plant as soon as it hits 3 seconds. So 3.9 seconds, 3.8 seconds, you can't do it. If it says 4 seconds on the clock, as soon as you press mouse 1 or press E or click, whatever, you can plant. Anything past that, you can't. But when you have these overlays for esports events like ESL or Blast or whatever it is, the numbers sometimes not perfectly aligned in the same way that it would be in matchmaking or something. So sometimes in these events, you'll see it switch to 3 seconds and they still get a plant off. But it's because of their custom overlay. Their timer may be a little bit different. But yeah, that situation, that was very, very hard to tell if that was actually on 4 seconds or not. Kyojin is looking very warm. And I thought that he was going to have a nervous grand final because we watched that demo of Kyojin a while back, and he looked a little uncomfortable, and we saw it on Nuke as well where things were not comfortable. Okay, and things are a little uncomfortable. Perfecto, he has to move. Okay, he moves to Apex. Oh, honestly, his odds go up a little bit, but Shox is such a great clutcher. That is such a sick move from Shox. That is so beautiful. So as soon as Perfecto is at Tetris, moving over to default makes him have a worse fight. And then as soon as Perfecto moves to Apex, which is that corner you can see over the ledge for under Balk, Shox moves back to triple, and that's where he has an unfair fight again. So you can see Shox swinging this way. This is specifically so that he has a bad fight again. You can see Perfecto try to go back to Tetris. That's a 1v1 mind game between two very, very smart clutchers. Some people might not be able to see what they were trying to do there, but that is about CTNT favored fights, actually. And even though Shox is a little bit, you could say, washed, he's one of the all-time best players in this game and also is having a great series right now. And also has one of the highest 1v1 win statistics in the entire game, period, above anybody else. So he's one of those players that you can watch and you'll know he's always making a really good decision in the clutch, even if his aim is a little bit off or... yeah, he's not quite the player he used to be or whatever. But Perfecto's also that guy, and that's why we saw that good adjustment from him as well. Oh, Apex with the information. Apex has not had a great series, but as a caller, he's had a fantastic series, so I think it really does balance out. And he always is unafraid to go and get information, which has been really nice for Vitality. I know last time when I was doing this video, it took me a minute to get warmed up to the idea that I was kind of just like casting a game, watching it for fun. Because I'm so used to recording like demo reviews and stuff like that. But I like doing a little bit more analysis in the beginning and then just reacting as things get more crazy as the game goes on. I thought that this map was going to be a stomp. It was already a 10-5 half. And I thought, ironically, because Vitality, I feel like we're playing like the better team in the series. Apex's calling has been better than Boomic's. I will say that for a fact. And ZywOo has been better than Simple in this series, even if it hasn't been at all the Pro League in this series. Navi overall have much better individuals, right? Vitality right now overperforming a little bit. Shox is overperforming. Kyojin might not be overperforming, but definitely getting a lot better all of a sudden. Masuda's also been the next best thing for the best right hand for ZywOo. But, you know, Bit is established. Electronic was the only player who was playing well in the first two maps. And of course, Perfecto's having a great map here. There's just better players on Navi. It's finally the story that Simple is the one that has more help than ZywOo. Before, it was ZywOo has... a better team, Navera, Xtaz, like looking like Coach of the Year. Everything was looking good. But now, in 2021, God, the stats are so bad for the Vitality players. But in this series, it's kind of just all about the exception right now. People are playing very well. We're getting that kind of 2020 Vitality. And, oh, man, Navi are getting absolutely melted coming out of halls. I wonder if there's too much pressure on our boys here. So, for those also who don't know this... there is the Intel Grand Slam on the line for this match as well. It's like if Navi win this map in regulation, the funny tweet that's happening right now, tweet chain that's happening on Twitter right now. If Navi win this series in regulation, they win like $80,000 a round or something. If they win Barrage in regulation. So there might be a little bit of pressure. But that being said, good. I still have Navi to win the major. I have them win the series, even though it looks like we'll see if it'll happen. I gotta say, I really respect Apex a lot. I mean, I know he's gotten tons of flack for how emotional he is and stuff like that, but I would like to say and argue that most people are very emotional, even if they don't show it. And just because Apex shows it doesn't mean it should be criticized more than others. But showing it also can put undue stress on his teammates and stuff like that. So I get that. But this is who he is. He's always been this way. And his teammates should be used to it, you know. If someone yells every single minute of every single day, eventually you're desensitized to the yelling. I'm sure people are used to Apex, you know, freaking out every time he misses a shot or something. It's not the biggest deal in the world. But when you're talking about his calling, Apex has just been incredible, man. Especially his T sides. Here we are on CT side. And it looks like they're going to be able to keep up. Now, I was very looking forward to Navi's CT side. They delivered, but we're long past that half. This is almost tied up. And we're just looking for a plant now. This is really bad. This is really bad. This is the dog sitting on the chair in the room with everything on fire, except the firemen aren't coming. That's what it feels like, at least. I am definitely... I hate... Two things I hate. I hate ZywOo haters, and I hate Simple fans. So, Simple's the best player in the world. He is. I will never argue against that, especially after Cologne and everything right now. Like, it'll take the rest of the year and dominant performances for, ZywOo to even get close. It's already been known. But the fact that ZywOo doesn't get any respect just makes me mad. Mad as hell. Because he doesn't speak English, doesn't stream, and because Simple fans hate him specifically because he, like, stole a major, stole the top 1 ranking, even though he just showed up and played, doesn't read social media, and just earned it. The fact that he doesn't have respect. People who have, some of Simple's fans, they're not fans of Counter-Strike. They're just fans of Simple. They don't respect the game. So that's the only thing that turns me off of it. But I'm absolutely rooting for Simple to win this Grand Slam, to win the major as well this year. This is the best team he's ever had. You guys know I have a lot less sympathy for his team over the years, as he's just consistently output. And you know what you sign up for if you play with Simple. Listen, might not be the best teammate in the world, but he's going to play to win. And he's going to put up his part. I mean, he's going to overperform every single game. So, step it up. That's how I feel when I talk about Simple's teammate at this point. I used to have more sympathy, but not anymore. So I'm cheering for Simple for this series, for the major, everything. I want him to tie up his storylines. I don't think anyone deserves anything. I'm just hopeful for him because, I mean, it would just be beautiful. It's kind of like, it is sad that FaZe didn't win the major, and you don't get the major for Nico. I want a major for Nico. I want a major for Rain. I want a major for all of the FaZe guys. Kerrigan. So it's a shame. No one deserves anything, right? You get what you get, but would have been cool.
You're mad. And so's he. Let's go. Bombs loose on the A side of the map.
See what happens. Swing rounds are not as much of a conversation now as they used to be in CS. This is an important round. It's an important round. Much more for Vitality, though, than Navi. They have a little bit of a lifeline here. So let's see. Double under Balk with a smoke. Smoking under Balk is huge. They're doing a total bait setup, which means that they're going to sacrifice one player. They're going to one player to try to go 1-for-1 and swing. ZywOo gets his kill too. Navi are a little bit slow up the ramp, and now the rotate's coming in. Apex here. Smokes are up. This is looking very bad for Navi. Oh! That's a great shot. But again, the double under Balk. Are they going to expect this? You got to think no. We need someone to come top stairs. ZywOo rotates in. Okay. They have 2 hold up in jungle, but they don't expect the second under Balk player. The perfect pocket play. He could have really taken his time with that. Oh, man. Oh, man. They were too slow. They were too slow to crunch the A site there. That that was good for a second, but without the jungle smokes, they couldn't come up a ramp and actually isolate jungle players. This is a ridiculous shot that makes this round close. If not for that, it's Vitality all day. They just have the perfect read on it. Double under back was very, very powerful. Double grenades under Balk are super rare, so, you know, that's huge. Remember on the CT side, people don't talk about this a lot, but HEs are really important because all you have to do is 10 damage to a AK player, and then suddenly your M4 is an AK, right? And it's even more accurate. So a huge part of the CT side is actually just getting a few damage off. In the beginning of the round, HE damage, Molotov damage, spam damage, anything to even the playing field before the really aggressive map control and execs come out. One thing I loved about Navi CT side on this map was the amount of emphasis there was on cats and B and the heavy presence there. And on Vitalities, it's a bit more standard here. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of movement around mid, which is fine. One player A ramp. They can smoke Apex out of this position. Let's see if they do it. They flash to go through. There's no one stairs. The spacing is a little bit off, and they kill Kyojin. Well, interesting. Okay, Kyojin dies. Zywu's going back, and there's so much control here. We'll see what they can pull off. Initial Molotov comes in. There's still an open play on the T side, which makes this post plan a lot stronger. Simple is in jungle. I would be spectating him right now. Yeah, that's why you would want to spectate him right now. And also, Perfecto's in a great spot to get the refrag here. He can take his time as well, because he can also defend the bomb, so he's got to play kind of slow. Like, he doesn't want to over extend his position, but here it's guaranteed. And they just have no idea he's here. That's beautiful. That's a great post plant by Navi. You know, always, when spectating, you always got to look for the loose piece, you know? Who is the guy who knows that he's here to take a fight? He doesn't have a piece of cover, but he has a great option to get a, an initial engagement. That was simple, right? He has no cover in this corner, and his job is simply to find the first target so that everything collapses. And if the other team is really bad organizing, he can get two, whatever it is. But yeah, Perfecto's right behind him, specifically not willing to trade just to play that time. So, Navi are back in the game. This is huge. Emotions are going to be high right now. I love how Zywoo approaches mid on these. Oh, that was actually so beautiful movement-wise, but he doesn't get it. He's just dodging flashes to try to get up mid for a second. Has a perfect escape. Turnaround shots, almost beautiful. I think he's on like 1.9 or 2.0 sensitivity, so he can do a 180, kind of like 3/4 of his mouse pad probably, depending on how big it is. So it's not extremely easy, but it's not super hard either. It's not like a Nico level sense, low sense. This is a great moment to go B, because there's no dedicated B defender. When you're playing on this, when you're playing from these positions, you're in a spot to kind of have to like retake. They're going to expect you here, but ooh, a nut shot. They need to get out though, is the thing. Oh, and they have the cat split as well. Wow, they totally failed. My God, you see the X's in the site? Usually that is an indicator. If you get out to that point, you should be able to get some entries. Like, if either the site guy went down or Shocks went down on the first kill, then they're like, Navi, that's a great round to go B. So that's a huge defense from Vitality to be able to pull that up. If they thought it was going to be B, you don't want to play around cat. It's hard to stop people from getting out of the window sometimes. So usually if you think it's going to be a B side hit, you have someone empty pillar, someone back site. But one thing that worked out for them is Shocks first of all got his first kill, which is enormous. Completely clothesline Perfecto, and the rotation was very fast. So that was nice. But man, this is going to another level now.
You've got the loss bonus on your side. It makes sense if you can get the plant here. It makes sense if Simple can show us something right now with this AK. There's pistols around it. Can't go down with a whimper with an investment like this.
They're trying again. It's Shox and Masua. Can they really be 3 for 3 on the Abs defense?
It's not too bad. They got a cap player. They got the split off. Masuda dies for sure, yeah. One in the door. Oh my god. This guy did a shoulder peek with a knife. This is a save. You see that's a round where they actually almost got the full B attack last round. So they said, we need to do that again because we were close. And something that's very important about being an IGL, and all the GOAT IGLs are able to do, is to call a strat like that, especially right after it fails, if you know why it failed. Especially if your teammate says, I should have got that kill. Oh, that was easy. I messed up something. Then boom, you know as an IGL, I said boom. Boomich knows that IGL, you can go for it again. Trust your teammates to do it. Boom, make that snap decision. That was a huge play. You gotta love that call from Navi.
It's just that normally what's happened is when they've jumped out apartments, it's either Masuda or Shox
You could see.
that first kill. This time round, I think it was quite quickly.
And I don't know how they're getting this. They're always getting someone up cat very fast. I'm actually shocked. Last round they did it too. I don't even know how they got him snuck up mid so easily.
That's a difference maker in Vitality. You're back in that same position where you're going, all right, well, I guess we're buying, right? We're going to scrap together what we have again.
Well, this is what Vitality are going to lean on right here. This round, they're investing. Shox has no money. He's on B side as well. If they knew the exact setup, the exact amount of guns and stuff like that, they would just probably copy and paste that B hit. This is about not getting opt. Oh my god, that was very close. That was like a game-changing move right there if he got that kill. Kyojin, if he peeks, oh, he doesn't clear that. Oh, that is such a bad mistake by Kyojin. He just didn't expect it. They're going to go try to refrag. Let's see if they can do it. They don't know if anybody refreshed default. He peeks out. He takes too much time. Apex dies. Ooh, Apex took way too long to kill that. And now the whole map is just open. Like, they also did a good job of avoiding Zaiwu. This is where I was talking about, like, oh. Well, Masuda, he's still up, and he makes it 3v3. They were coming. The rotation's here, but Shox only has a deagle, so Masuda dies. Boomich with a huge entry. No way they pull a gun. Oh no, Shox! He's low, but he got the deagle. He's been playing well. Headshot. He can switch out. Oh, he's looking for it. Zaiwu rotates in. Come on, Electronic. No way. Oh my god, he saved it. Bro, he saved it. Shox actually saved it. Oh man, that's a nice move from Masuda. Just chilled with that one. I thought the Boomich refrag was it. The fact that he saw where he was going to rotate to, like in his mind's eye. I don't think he had the info. I thought he was saving it there. I mean, the support is perfect here from Zaiwu. He finally gets part of the action, but it's all about Shox getting the kill and delaying. That's the play. That's the sick play. That's crazy.
Back and forth and the smiles on the faces. You want to see it right now, but it's a pressure moment here for Navi. They've taken a timeout. They're talking things through. The money's there to buy. They're getting the guns in. Boomich into a deagle.
They still have good money, so.
AKs for the rest of them here.
Damn, they actually that was free. That's a free pro league right there. If they win the anti-force buy.
And so, with a deep inhale as you leave spawn, you fill your lungs with oxygen for a big one. So much at stake.
The double upper push. Oh, he gets spotted. Uh-oh. 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 This changes things. Let's see if Navi try to organize around this quickly. But they only saw one, which is not quite as weird, you know? So they don't have to make a snap decision to, like, fully hit A. But they might speed up some of their map control, because as soon as you see a play like that, and you know that they're putting a certain amount of resources and players into a position to retake map control, they must be weak somewhere else. There's only 5 players on their map. They have to be weak somewhere else. So what can they do? And Kyojin, oh, the flash over. He doesn't clear it properly. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. This is what I was saying, like, Zaiwu doesn't have the same level of help, you know. Bit's not going to make mistakes like Kyojin has made these past couple of rounds. Unfortunately. Not to say Kyojin's a bad player or anything like that. It's just that he's newer and he needs time, and we have no idea how good he can get. Oh man, Apex dies too. There's just, that you want to hang on to the op, I think, dude. Like, they're not going to let you back in this round, yeah. Oh my god. Well, that's 15. That's 15. But the thing is that this round's not over. There's huge incentive to try to chase players down because the rifles can buy again next round. And every player they get right now could potentially not buy back next round. They set up an old post here with Perfecto, but they're not chasing just yet. He's taking his time with it. They can afford to give away 1 or 2 guns. Boomich needs to pick something up, so I don't know if... I guess Kyojin has a gun on the site, yeah. Yeah, that's like Chad is saying. There's huge incentive for them to try to take these duels. They make their next round way easier. Let's see if this makes them pay. Because you also want to try to get 3 players, right, in a round. This is a... Oh, it's a bad flash. How the hell did that not blind him, honestly? He just got very lucky. It was semi-set. You know what I thought it was? A flash that went over, and Perfecto was half turned, so he only got caught him blind. Honestly, would have been better. Honestly, if I'm Navi right now, I'm trying to play another round that's kind of slow and avoid getting up by Zywoo in his opening tactic and try to kill Kyojin again. That's literally, that'd be my game plan. Try to kill Kyojin again. Because he's not great in some of these CT spots. He's really rough on Nuke as well.
This could be it. This could be the last round of Pro League. The last round when NAVI didn't have an Intel Grand Slam title. The calls have been made. The buys have 2 HFs in the chat. And so the countdown begins. 1 minute 48. And the first shot.
Ooh, he missed the shot. It's not an easy shot, but that's just something that can make a huge difference. That's enormous. They get mid control for very cheap. Only a couple nades. They're going to pretend like they're taking connector right now. Boomich will immediately fall out. So that tells me that they're going to move into something pretty quickly here. Because he just evacuates mid. They just faked. Yeah, they just faked B and took mid control fast. So the idea here is to play with the timings in Vitality's head. Okay, we're doing some mid control stuff. We're 3 players here in mid C. Apex is about to take his peek. Now he has no way of knowing no one's down here. And they've just got to lurk. This is a strong call from Navi. 1 player on the A site. Right side smokes come down. And Kyojin is the absolute target at the moment. So slow. They don't see anything on the ramp. Are they going to try to re-exec? What is the idea here? Perfecto. Oh, what just happened? Perfecto just runs out back towards mid. They like got nervous. No way they actually second-guessed themselves. What are they doing? Well, they got Kyojin, but there's a rotator now because Apex saw that they kind of faked. That's going to be an enormous nade, right? Oh my god, almost half their HP on 2. 1 will cross. Boomich gets a shot. Apex. He'll grab 1. Boomich gets traded. No way. Apex might have messed that up. He might have messed that up. And the flash is good, but... Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Simple's alone. He misses! Oh my god, Zywoo gets the kill. Other player was low. There was a chance. Holy... What? How's he laughing? This guy's a psychopath, man. What? How's he just chilling? Holy... Oh, I want to know. I'd pay $100 to know what Zywoo said right there. $100.
This is just getting so close. The buy is back out. NAVI without the AWP here in play.
Come on. They had that. They had Kyojin on the A site. What happened? They weren't prepared to do a re-exec. They used a they did 2 mid smokes. They had no nades left over for that. Uh-oh. They gave up the opening kill. Kyojin gets a kill as well. 3v4. They can get onto the site, and they've got 1 in the window. Oh, Shocks? He's dead. There's still the Opper up. Apex top stairs. Can't get his kill. Oh, this could be it. That could be it. That's pretty much you guys out in a retake spot. If they just don't die to Masuda here, now they can plan opposite triple if they'd like to. Or opposite default, whatever they like. They're going to go for it. Put the bomb down, Perfecto. Every second counts. And he'll look for the sandwich angle. Whatever's free. And you can see Perfecto is specifically backing up to get to... Oh, he gets dinked. Uh-oh, miss flash. That could be enormous. Masuda? He can't win. He can't win. That's all you got. No way Zayu was able to be... No way he can win this. No way. That's it. They got it. Oh, damn. Navi, get it. The Intel Grand Slam.
And I think the reaction says it all. So much hard work pumped into this one. Intel Grand Slam in the bag. Couldn't have been closer.
Oof.
Hard fight from Vitality here. They weren't even in the conversation as title contenders. And then they've come on in. They've gone all the way to the grand final. They've taken on an informed NAVI who wanted it. They wanted it.
That is a big win money-wise. Prestige-wise as well. That's the Grand Slam that Liquid were talking about trying to deny. This is a big win. Navi win Pro League. I called that. I called Navi win Pro League. That's the only team I said. And then, and now we're going to go into the Blastfall groups, Major, a couple of other events as well. It's good to be a Navi fan. It's good to be a Navi fan, baby. Not bad. But you know what? If you don't think Zayu are a threat, you're lost. He had an insane series. Simple wasn't even himself today, and they still won the grand finals. Think about that. This is the best team Simple ever had. It's exciting times. Ooh, I like this. We'll get Liquid 2019. That's great. Remember LAN? There was like fans and stuff. It's not the same. Trust me. Right now, it's not the same. I cannot stand watching these online. I don't care. I don't care how good the production gets and everything like that. I am waiting for LAN to come back. I will say that this was a lot more impressive. They're using the Cologne win. This is a lot more impressive, like in terms of entertainment than I expected. It feels so clean. Everyone's gotten so good at these online things. But as soon as fans are back in the stadium, we'll all remember how hard we coped for all the online stuff. But regardless, insane stuff. Big win. Let's go. All right. I think that's it. I'm sure you watched the ending celebration. I hope you enjoyed that video. I love doing these ones, and I'm great that we found something that DJ Esports want me to do that works really well for the type of content we already do. A bit more reactionary, a little bit more loose. Maybe have a drink in there, something like that. And I'm down to do these every week. So again, the predictions are on Twitter. You follow me there. Use my referral link in the description of the video. Please, if you want to support me, support DJ Esports, use the link to sign up, and you know, it tracks the engagement and everything like that, so they can know how well the sponsorship's going. And of course, as long as they're sponsored, we got way more content than normal, and I can prioritize YouTube. So appreciate you guys. Shout out to Navi for winning that, and that's it. 2 weeks in a row, 2 correct predictions. What's going to happen on week 3? Don't bet against me. Peace.